Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TCG Talk, back today with another video, and in today's video we're going to be going over all the details from today's Silver Age announcement, talking about the products getting released, some of the events coming up, and what it means for Flesh and Blood as a whole, and just have some good general discussion on it. The stream is still ongoing. I just wanted to get this video out and kind of put it all in one spot for you to look at. So hopefully you're having a good day. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully enjoy your stay. If you're a long-standing supporter, thank you so much as always. Sorry for being absent the last week. Super busy week with work, trying to get videos out when I can, and I'll keep doing the best I can for Flesh and Blood content, Grand Archive, and I've also gotten back into Universes, thank goodness, one of my favorite card games. So hopefully get some good content out with that. But we'll get right into it. So they had a stream talking about the announcements for Silver Age, and what that all entails. Silver Age, for anyone that's not aware, is otherwise known as Project Blue, or that was its original name. It is a budget version of the game where you only can use commons and rares, but there's been a lot of question marks around the format. We do have a initial ban list, but there were some cards that people wanted banned. There also is a question mark about some of the heroes, right? We have some majestic level heroes and even legendary level heroes like Shiana and stuff like that that people wanted to be able to use, like what's going to happen with that. So people have been weighing on a lot of kind of answers for Silver Age. Also with the with Blitz going away at the end of the year, it brought these questions up. The TLDR is not all those questions are answered in this stream. I think a lot of these questions will potentially be answered at the World Championships, or hopefully in regards to like heroes and like certain heroes that currently aren't legal and stuff like that. But we'll have to see when the time comes. But what was announced today, the first off, is the Silver Age pre-constructed decks. So these are going to be $20 a piece. And we'll talk about the price tag here in a second because a lot of people are upset about that, and we'll talk about it in a second. But $20 a piece, comes in 2 chapters, releasing February 13th of next year. So each precon comes with a set 18 booster pack. So the set code, or the three-letter code for it, or signifier for it, is PEN, P-E-N. So we have to, who knows what that is? If anyone has an idea down in the comments below, please let me know. But it's going to come with the pre-constructed deck and a set 18 booster pack. And according to Brian Gottlieb and James White, these will be fully competitively playable out of the box at like a calling or battle hardened level. So if they have a battle hardened level Silver Age event, you can expect to be able to buy one of these and go straight to that event and win with it. That was their words. So this isn't like, you know, the precons of old that were just kind of like hosh posh put together. This isn't even like an armory deck that's used for local level. These are meant to be fully tuned out of the box at the highest level of Silver Age and be able to be playable. So that's good. You have Chapter 1 here. We have a Mechanologist, Guardian, Elemental Wizard, Brute, and Runeblade with Dash, Bravo, Icelander, KO, and Viscerai. And then Chapter 2 will come out with Illusionist, Ranger, Assassin, Ninja, and Warrior. So they try to do one of each class, it seems. Really, really cool. The $20 price tag, some people were complaining about. And I just want to like mini rant here for a second. People need to like, and you're talking to someone who has higher expectations than most. Like, I complain about things that other people do not complain about. It's no secret if you've watched this channel for longer than like 3 videos. But even me, I'm like, why are we complaining about this? If anyone who's complaining about this $20 price tag, you have never bought bulk from like TCG Player or even Min-Max Games or something like that, because it's going to cost you the same amount. If you buy a 40 card deck on TCG Player, unless you have the most optimized cart in the world, it is going to cost you, I would guess, in the realm of $20 to $30. Probably around $30 is my guess for shipping on average. If you optimize your cart insanely well, it might cost you $15 to $20. Then you got to wait for the cards to get there and everything else, right? If you get it from Min-Max, around the same thing. It could be even more depending on how things shape up, or how desirable some of the cards are. I don't think people have looked at the price of Sync Belows, even though Sync Below is not in Silver Age, but some commons and rares lately. But some of them are worth a little bit now, as far as like $1 or so. So, you know, it's around the same as it would cost you to order all the cards in bulk from an online retailer or online distributor in some way, and you get a pack of the new set. So you're essentially getting probably, like, in my opinion, on average, like $35 of value, probably $25 to $35 of value for a $20 package. So people just need to relax a little bit. Just calm down. But I think it's great. I'm glad they're doing this. I hope they continue to do this for like more heroes as time goes on. I think Silver Age, without going too into the weeds, we could do a follow-up video. I want to do some videos with Ashton Wings here soon. We both just been super busy. This is a great entry point into the game. This is something where, it's not only an entry point from just like a local play perspective, but you could tell a new player like, hey, you may not have the money to spend $800 on a CC deck, but you can build your Project Blue deck. And, if they have Project Blue events at every major calling event, and then they also have a couple like marquee callings themselves, who knows, Project Blue might end up being in like a competitive Pro Tour circuit or a World circuit. You actually could get people in the game at that lower price point. The really funny thing, and I don't think it'll happen, it's just something to keep an eye on, is will Silver Age start to rival or overtake CC just due to price point? I don't think it will initially because people just love CC and the people in the game want to play at the highest level and like the highest power level. But as people get into the game and they see this lower price point and they see that it's involved in the competitive circuit, it has battle hardens, it has callings, it's maybe involved in the Pro Tour worlds, you could see it start to become a little bit of an interesting dynamic between Silver Age and CC. But who knows? It may not happen. Just something to keep in mind. They did mention a couple initial events that it will be at for like early access or like first access at Silver Age at the Battle Hardened Valencia, I believe. A couple Battle Hardens, Seattle in December and Hong Kong. They'll have Silver Age events that you can bring your deck to, bring your Silver Age legal deck to, and be able to play. And then the complete kind of rollout for these decks will be in February. They also mentioned 5 newly banned cards. I don't have the list with me for the original ban list. I'll link it down in the description below. I'll go find it. There's a February link with like all the banned cards. They did add 5 cards. One of the hot topic cards was Pummel, and Pummel was not banned, which I found hilarious. Honing Hood was banned. Instant destroy Honing Hood, return all cards in your arsenal to your hand, then put a card from your hand face down into your arsenal. Of course, this is some Azalea tech, but it also is just a really powerful card for Ranger to be able to like swap things out. Old Knocker was a big one that people were mentioning to be able to be banned just because it's a little bit too much value at the Silver Age level. It seems really, monotonous at first, but it does gain a lot of like play strategies. Reality Refractor was another one that was banned. This one's just helping to like maybe quell like the fatigue illusionist type stuff where they can just get really over array attacks and play a really good mid-range game with you, so it makes sense. NIMBY being banned makes complete sense. There was so much of a value drain with this card and Nimblism, and a lot of people were abusing it early. I even was messing with it with my IRA list. It got really, really dumb really fast. So I'm glad to see this one go. And then finally, which was the most surprising one, no one expected this one, Vigorous Smash Up, Brute Attack Action, when this defends, clash with the attacking hero. The winner creates a Vigor token. You may put revealed card from the bottom of its owner's deck. I'm assuming this had some interactions with the new KO to be able to do some really dumb stuff, and it just had a lot of value train with it. So I personally am not attuned to the interactions that this held, but it was a banned card. So that's where it is. This was the Silver Age announcements. They're still doing, I have it up on my other screen right here. They're still doing like some gameplay stuff, talking about some of the banned cards and stuff like that. And I think they're also talking about actually, as I'm looking at the screen, they're talking about the Reiner Armory deck. That'll have to be a whole new video. We'll talk about that at some point. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on Silver Age. That's the whole point I wanted to make this video, just kind of get my thoughts out there, see what y'all's thoughts were as well. I think it's great for the game. I think the game's biggest struggle was its price point, and they needed to make a lower price point option that also is in the competitive circuit that people feel like they can be a part of the game since this game is so competitively driven. So I'm glad they did what they did. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'd love to hear it. If you like this type of content, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some more Flesh and Blood content. I'll do some Grand Archive stuff here too, as well as some Universes stuff that I'm really excited for. I'm talking to a couple Universes creators to do some collaborations, which will be really great. I had my wedding. I got back into the 60-hour work week, and then just been super busy this week. So I'm trying to get back into it. But thank y'all so much for watching this, and I'll see y'all next time on TCG Talk.